I start so many of these saying now in theaters, but because I'm playing a little bit of catch up here, I want to say still in theaters, soon to be on home video, is the latest from director Jordan Peele, who gave us such things as Get Out and Us. In the horror realm, I mean, he's been around. He did Key and Peele on TV for a long time, and they made another movie, at least another movie that was a comedy. But everybody gets excited about the new Jordan Peele movies because they're a mix of like social issues and really surprising twist kind of horror films. So I went into Nope knowing more than I wanted to, frankly, because studios are desperately afraid people won't go to see movies, and that people won't go to see movies they don't know everything about, apparently. So you get a trailer that's like a teaser trailer that's kind of intriguing, doesn't really tell you what the movie's about. And then after that, you get a trailer that pretty much tells you entirely what the movie's about. And sadly, that was the case for Nope. So I wish I had gone in a little bit more blind. I'd recommend with any movie going in blind if you can, but Nope is another one, especially if it's a horror movie or a movie that's based on a twist or something. It's better to just discover these surprises as the characters do. So Nope is about African-American brother and sister who run a horse farm, a horse ranch out in the desert that supplies horses for the movies. Their father is Keith David, who's always great, and he passes away and under weird circumstances, and they have to sort of carry on this business to survive as, you know, financially for themselves and for the business. And the brother is Daniel Kaluuya, who you've probably seen in, he was in, what was that? I cut there because I had to look it up. What other movie was Daniel Kaluuya in? That would be Get Out. That would be the first big Jordan Peele movie. He was in that, and he was in Judas and the Black Messiah, which I believe he won an Oscar for. And his sister is played by Keke Palmer and, excuse me while I itch, Stephen Yeun, who you'd know from Mayhem, which was actually a really good movie, and Walking Dead is in it. And there's a number of familiar faces, but it's not that big a cast. They are in the desert, and some really, really strange phenomena occurs. This is terrible. This movie's been out for a while, and if you've never seen it, I'm not going to be the guy to ruin the surprises for you. Something really strange happens, and these people have to deal with it. What was this thing that just happened? Is it going to happen again? Are we in danger? How do we stop this thing? And the movie progresses from there. Who will survive and what will be left of them, as I always like to say. And it opens with this thing that seems totally disconnected from the story. And I'll tell you about this. This thing that's totally seems to be disconnected from the rest of what you're seeing. And it is this strangely conveyed moment where a chimp has gone crazy on the set of a TV sitcom. And it's kind of creepy and horrifying. Unfortunately, it's a CGI chimp. And CGI living things, and they still don't quite work for me. They still don't really look like they're there, especially if it's a thing you recognize. A CGI person, CGI mouth movement, CGI animals. Sometimes they can fool you, and sometimes they just don't look real. Now, it has been explained to me that there might have been a moral reason, a storyline reason why it was CGI. It's not supposed to be CGI in the context of what we're looking at, but it really took me out of it. And that was unfortunate. And we go back to that a few times in the movie, and it comes into play a little bit more in the film, but overall, I felt like that subplot was really just not necessary. And aspects of Stephen Yeun's character, it seems like there's a whole lot there that we're not seeing, and it just seemed extraneous. Like it was just trying to make, I don't know. That part didn't work for me. But overall, the suspense of the film worked great. There's a scene in a stable where somebody goes to interview. They go to investigate a sound, and the way that plays out was really effective. And the big scary thing in the movie was a thing that we've seen before, but not in the form and manner that we see it here. I watch a lot of movies. I love movies. I've been watching movies voraciously since I was a kid. And at this point, I just want to see something I've never seen before or surprise me. And this movie did that. I didn't think it was great. Everybody keeps asking me, did you see Nope? What did you think? And I'm like, I thought it was okay. I saw it as a matinee, as a matinee thriller. If you don't have sky high expectations, I thought it was really well made. Peele makes well-made films. He knows what he's doing. He does very interesting things with story. He gets good actors and good performances out of his actors. He knows how to use special effects. So I liked it. I just didn't think it was great. It was okay. So again, for the home video release, feel free to use my quote, but I thought it was okay. Nope, in theaters now. As I always say, see this in a theater if you can. Everything's better in a theater. The image, the sound. I saw this in a Dolby theater, so it was huge and the sound was really good. If you can see it on the big screen, you still have some more time. This is playing heavily at drive-ins right now as a second feature to Black Phone or something else that's a little bit newer. So it's a decent flick. I would say I very casually recommend. Nope.